All right, what's good? YouTube, here we go. Champions League match day what? 3? And Real Madrid has done it again, man. Real Madrid has done it again, and it's just gonna be Madrid. And where do I even start? Let's start from the fact that it's not luck, it's Madrid. I'm a Barca fan, and I admit it. It's not luck, it's Madrid. We know what Madrid does in this competition, and I've used that momentum yet again to go on and win it. It's quite, I don't like it one bit. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, but I've done it again. Listen, that first half was garbage from them. Was just ridiculous, and Dortmund was all over them. And then in the second half, Dortmund they crumbled, man. They crumbled. I think the coach went 5 back, tried to defend the 2-0 lead for the entire second half with Madrid at home, sending everyone forward and putting that press on them. It was never gonna end up well. But yeah, Vinicius Jr. with a hat trick. Let's start with Real Madrid this season, because of that scoreline, people are gonna ignore the fact that that they didn't play well in the first half, right? They're gonna ignore the headline has changed. Like, the headline was supposed to be, oh, is Ancelotti the right man for the job? Oh, he's not making, he's not adjusting or looking for a way to fit in the Mbappes, the Bellinghams, and the Vini to play well together. Maybe he should leave and they could get someone else. Maybe they need to buy someone in January for the right back because Vasquez is not good enough and Cava is out. Maybe they need to find a creator since Toni Kroos left and they lack that guy in the midfield. Maybe they need to buy a number 6 because Tchouameni is not shooting the back line properly. Maybe Rudiger and this guy need to defend well. Like, a lot of talks, right, as to the holes in this midfield. Maybe Hendrick need to try a striker because they need a good, a real number 9. But all of that is out the window because they won. So that's just how football works. But listen, let me speak. I want to speak as if I don't want to say as if I was a Madrid fan, because that doesn't even sound right. But I'm just gonna say, for Barca, for example, if this was Barca, even though we win like this, I'll be looking at what went wrong in that first half and how can we make this team better, because we've barely seen Real Madrid play one good game of football where they dominate, and it's not a if they're gonna win. It's not a doubt if they're gonna win the game, because it's either they play bad in the first half, then they play better in the second half, or they try to win it, and then at the end they kind of like the other team get close to equalizing. We've seen it, how Madrid plays this season, both in the league and in the Champions League. They lost the game in the Champions League, their second game in the Champions League. So it's just the way it's been, and it's changed now onto the next game where they will not play well and people will still start talking again about it. But now all that talk is out the window, and I don't know what goes on in the locker room, but I think this is the time where you take your time to sort it out as a manager. The best time to kind of fix your problems is when you're winning, when things are going right. But we're going to leave it there. I mean, the scoreline is not that much of a surprise. I don't like it, but at this point, Real Madrid does it so much, it's not that much of a surprise anymore. It hurts as a Barca fan. I really want them to lose, I'm not going to lie. But they did not lose, or at least draw. I think a draw would have been better than a loss, because what a draw does is make you feel like you're okay, especially when you're a big team like Real Madrid. If Real Madrid end up drawing that game, the headline would have still been the comeback, and not the fact that it should be winning against a Dortmund team at home, which they ended up drawing, but they ended up winning the game, and the headliner is going to be Vini deserve the Ballon d'Or even more. And he just reminded us how good he is, and he scored a hat-trick, and he's that guy, and they have Mbappe as well to add to that, and all these big players. But Vinicius Jr., we're going to talk about him when he wins the Ballon d'Or. I don't really want to make this video about him because I have a lot to say about Vini. But we're going to think about Vinicius Jr. once he gets that Ballon d'Or. Now, the thing with Real Madrid is, like I said, the first thing that I think they're missing is that guy in the midfield, which is Toni Kroos. And the guy that will play those long balls to Vinicius Jr. Like, for example, Vini had to drop all the way back for it. I think his hat-trick, he had to come all the way back to pick up that ball and then run through and then try to create something. Most of the time, he has to drop all the way back to get the ball because there's not someone to play him the ball, and there's not someone to dictate the play. I mean, Modric can do that, and I thought he was going to do that. He's 39, come on. He's not going to play 90 minutes every game, but also he could play those balls, but sometimes he's not as good at it as Toni Kroos, and not as consistent because he has bad games, right? Against Celta the weekend, we saw him play one of those balls into Vini for the winner. And they like that guy in the midfield, and I think Tchouameni needs to do a better job at shielding that back line, because he's making Valverde walk a lot, because Valverde has to come back all the way and drop in behind him a lot of times to get that ball. And Bellingham's kind of putting that work in the midfield as well, but in general, Real Madrid has not been their self this season, and that's why I think they'll win the Champions League. The league, I don't think so, because in the league you can't just, like you see that they drew 3 games so far in the league. They get away with it a lot, but it's 38 games. You're not gonna get away with a lot or enough to win the league if you keep playing like that, unless they come together and start dominating teams and killing teams, and blowing teams away. Then I think we are gonna win the league. And yeah, we play Bayern tomorrow. It's not about us though. And yeah, man, Real Madrid just did what Real Madrid does best. They've done it again. Ancelotti with his players, and he's got the best out of his players. I don't know what he said in that second half in the locker room, but it's probably the same thing he always says, which is the eyebrow raise. That's it. He doesn't say much. Just raise his eyebrow, and the players know what to do. But now, I'm sure in the locker room, he told them to stay calm, like he said in that Champions League final. He tells the players to stay calm. He always does when they're losing. Stay calm, trust the process, put pressure. We're gonna end up winning. Once we get one goal, build on the momentum and keep pressing them. They're gonna panic, and we're gonna take advantage of it. And they've done it again. And I'm going to make a video very similar to this. Mark my words, before the end of this season, especially in the Champions League, we're gonna sit here and talk about how Real Madrid has come back again. It's just what they do. It's every year, bro. It's every year. We're going to talk about how they came back in the Champions League again. This type of video, I guarantee you I will make it, because it's just what they do. Is part of their identity, man. And identity is possession. We play breakdown teams. Their identity is just come back, and it's just what they do. They know how to use momentum, and they just don't know when they are beaten. It's just what Real Madrid is about. So yeah, man, Champions League is looking like they can go all the way again, because whenever they win the Champions League, it's moments like this, and they play the exact same kind of way, man. It's just crazy, and we're yet to see Mbappe come up big, which he will for them, especially in those tough Champions League games. I'm waiting for the knockout, especially in the knockout, and we're gonna see Bellingham score some close goals as well. So they do have players that can change the game. Rodrigo hasn't even started yet. We know what he does in the Champions League. So listen, they have the players. And when it comes to cup competition, Real Madrid knows how to do it best. I just, in the league, I just hope they don't click, because we have to win this league title, especially with how good we are playing. But yeah, man, Real Madrid has done it again. Now, for the rest of the Champions League, what other game was today? Milan. I watched Milan today. I think Rafael Leao should have played a lot better after that red card. They took advantage of it. The subs, Okafor and Chukwueze, really good from them. Provided assist, and what's his name? Rendies came up big, scored the goals. This 16-year-old kid, man, I was watching that. I was so happy for him. Or to see him happy was kind of nice. And then that goal got chopped off. But Milan is too inconsistent, man. Even in the league, in the Champions League, that was their first win. And what other game I saw? Monaco, but they destroyed the Red Star Brigade. And then Stuttgart found a way to beat Juve, who had 6 points so far. I didn't think they were gonna do that, but Stuttgart is very good. Even though they got destroyed the weekend against Bayern, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they got destroyed the weekend against Bayern, but Stuttgart is they caused Real Madrid trouble, but didn't end up winning. So they're a good team as well, to be fair. PSG was not able to find the winner, so that game drew. But yeah, just Champions League here and there. But the big game today was the Madrid game, and that game did not disappoint. I'm not gonna lie. The game was full of drama, and yeah, man. Just in general, insane game, man. Insane game. More Champions League games tomorrow. We play Bayern. We're gonna talk about that after the game. But the Champions League doesn't ever disappoint, man. This new fixture has given us, this new format has given us big fixtures. I thought the Real Madrid GM, comeback DNA would have gone away, because it's a new era of the Champions League, but it seems to still be there. And yeah, GG's to Real Madrid. I don't like it. Vinicius Jr. again, proving that he's one of the best players in the world. And yeah, man, is he better than Mbappe? I still don't think overall he's better than Mbappe at the moment. Yes, over the year, yes, but overall as a player and what they're capable of doing and what I've done for club and country, I don't think so. I think very soon he will get to that level once he step up for Brazil. But towards the wing right now, Real Madrid, that's his team. He's still the star man. He plays there better than Mbappe, and he's been playing better than Mbappe so far. And yeah, man, in conclusion, congrats to Real Madrid fans. They've done it again. I mean, it's just what Real Madrid does, man. It's annoying, but it's just what they do in these Champions Leagues, in these Champions League games. And man, that Champions League football, man, I'm not gonna talk much. I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Thank you guys for watching. We'll make another video tomorrow about the Champions League. I will make a FIFA video, but it's football. We'll make more football videos coming. And that's just my thoughts for today's game. And yeah, Arsenal only won 1-0, by the way. What the hell was that about? I didn't watch the game, just watching the Madrid game, but yeah, crazy stuff, man. Hopefully we'll win tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.